Hey guys, so it's great to be able to post after 2 weeks. I guess I just can't do things right for YouTube. Anyways, I woke up this morning thinking about Len Wood and thinking about what an inspiration he is, I believe. Um, Thinking about how he is trying to fight for truth, even though basically he could be ruining his life. And that it's time that many of us, even if people don't listen, we have to put the truth out there. So here's a clip basically of him at his school. They're trying to take his name off of a courtroom from the school that he went to. The students don't want it on there because he's giving them a bad name, basically. Here you go.
So, if you want to take my name off of the building or the courtroom, I told you in my email and my text, and I'll be glad to read it because you characterized it as angry, and it was not. I have it in front of me. It was polite. I simply said, if you want to wash yourselves clean of me for the agenda at the moment, then you ought to make your hands completely clean and give me my money back. I don't want to see Mercer embroiled in this controversy, but your lawyers, now and in the future, have to be zealous. They have to pursue truth, even if truth is unpopular. They have to seek justice, even if justice ends up being denied by a court or a jury. What you're doing in trying to now attack me is you're sending the wrong message to your law school students and to your profession. Don't take on the unpopular cause. Don't take on the controversial cause. Don't exercise your right to free speech. Don't pursue evidence that points to an illegal election. And don't ever reveal corruption at levels that include the Vice President and the Supreme Court Justice, Chief Justice. I am happy to provide to Mercer University a several-hour interview from a former member of the Department of Homeland Security, a whistleblower, a man who had courage even over the threat of death to his wife and his family, that documented everything I have said about Chief Justice Roberts, Vice President Pence, and many other people. Do you want me to send that to Mercer so that you can see the truth and evaluate yourself whether there is corruption in high places? You think my behavior in the past year has been odd. I disagree with you. My behavior in the last year has been in the finest traditions of the profession of law. It was only last January when I spoke at Mercer for 2 hours in a speech that was online, and most everyone that's seen it said it stood for the highest principles of our profession. Subsequent to that time, I settled a case for Nicholas Salmon against CNN for an undisclosed amount of money. Subsequent to that time, I settled a case with the Washington Post for an undisclosed amount of money. And yet you tell me my law career has gone downhill. I challenge you because you are not telling the truth. You have slandered me in this meeting. I'm ashamed that you would do that behind my back in front of the people that are my colleagues. I think you and Mercer University need to stop and think twice about what you're doing, because I think that you are jeopardizing the integrity of your school